What is this? Professor Jiang is an idiot?
Them, and then we're gonna do no. They're just like, holy crap, yeah, America and Israel are trying to destroy us, so let's fight back. Which I mean, do you blame them? Like, what do you expect they're gonna do? Just like sit there and get bombed and not doing anything, not do anything in return? Of course, they're gonna fight back. They're gonna do whatever they can. They're gonna try to at least,
What is this? What is Professor Bing
take out as
Bong?
much military infrastructure as possible. They've been bombing the hell out of American and Israeli military bases in the region, in the Middle East, and in other areas. So I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen, but the destruction of the American empire is not. It's not really a risk.
Yeah.
The Iranians are doing is they're waging war against the entire global economy. And so they are striking.
Dude, Professor Bing Bong's wait. Professor Bing Bong is predicting that the US is going to lose the war in Iran. We've already killed like 3 Ayatollahs, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? We've killed like 3 of their fucking highest ranking dudes. We kill one, they appoint another, we kill him too. What the fuck are you talking about? They don't even have nukes. They don't even have nuclear weapons. Like, do you really think if any, like, we could just nuke them at any point and nobody could stop us? Okay? Like, I know that's hard to hear because you're a stupid fucking high school professor retard who hates America, but what are you talking, like, why is anyone who listens to this guy or talks to this guy is like your persona non grata to me, because you're just the most gullible. It's literally just because he's Chinese, bro. It's the people only listen to this guy because he's fucking Chinese and he wears glasses and he has a whiteboard. That's it. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot, dude. Why is anyone listening to this fucking moron? Oh my, dude, the Goyim are not okay. The Goyim are just not okay, dude. Dude, they are not okay. They are not okay, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. How? I'm losing my voice. I'm literally losing my voice right now. How is this happening? How? How are people listening to this fucking retard?
The GCC countries. And not only are they striking GCC countries, American bases, but they're going after the critical energy infrastructure of these bases. They blocked.
Look at this fucking dumb idiot, probably Jewish, like sitting around, like nodding along, like this guy's saying anything that isn't in like Fox News at any given point. They're going after the critical infrastructure. Like, no shit, we all know this. What do you? Oh man.
And eventually, they will go after the water desalination plants, which is the lifeblood of these nations because they don't have fresh water supply. In fact, the water desalination plants provides 60% of the GCC's water supply. So if a drone, and these drones cost $50,000, if they wiped out a desalination plant in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and it's a city of 10 million people, right? They'd be out of water in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. And right now, the Iranians have de facto closed off the Strait of Hormuz, and the GCC gets 90% of its food from.
By the way, these statistics are like made. He literally just. You go to this timeline at any point, he literally just makes up statistics. They get 90% of the water, and then they also get 90% of the. What are you talking about, bro? I hate to be like Mr. Redditor guy. I am. Source. Remember when he made up the OnlyFans? Yeah, what did he say? Like 90% of women are OnlyFans. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not even an American, first off. You're a fucking CCP agent in China. 90% of all white women are OnlyFans. Dutch? It's like, what are you talking about?
The Strait of Hormuz. So I know a lot of people are talking about the disruptions to the global economy, but right now the Iranians are actually threatening the very existence of Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Qatar. And why this is important is that
Saudi Arabia is one of the richest countries in the world, okay? They can just buy food. Like, what are you talking about? Saudi Arabia is one of the richest countries in the entire... Oh, this is really threatening Saudi Arabia. It's like, they have $100 billion. Saudi Arabia is so rich that they've just been going on side quests for the past 10 years. Just like, they're like, hey, we want fucking the Royal Rumble here in Saudi Arabia. We'll give you $10 billion, WWE. What was the deal? WWE Saudi Arabia deal. WWE has a 10-year strategic partnership with Saudi Arabia running from 2018 through 2027. WWE receives an estimated 50 to 100 million or more per event, with total revenue for the decade projected to close to 1 billion. Literally, Saudi Arabia's like, we like wrestling. Will you bring the wrestling here? We give you $1 billion. And WWE's like, yeah, okay, fuck it. Like, sure. Yeah, you think Saudi Arabia's gonna run out of food anytime soon? This is how bored they are. They're like, we like wrestling. We'll give you $1 billion just to come perform for us. Bring all the white men in front of us. And also, all the women, they have to wear like fucking full body jumpsuits because, you know, we have Islamic law here. And they're like, and WWE's still like, yeah, okay, fuck it. Yeah, this is terrible press for us, but it's $1 billion. Sure, whatever. Yeah, no, but hey, Professor Bing Bong here says, well, they gonna run out of food because Iran gonna take total control of everything. It's painful. It's painful how fucking idiotic the right wing is, bro.
the Gulf states are really the linchpin of the American economy. So what they do is they sell petrodollars and then they recycle the petrodollars back into the American economy through the investments in the stock market. And right now, we know that the entire American economy is propped up by AI investments in data centers. And a lot of that comes from the Gulf states. So if the Gulf states are no longer able to sell oil.
Oh my God, this guy's such a fucking idiot. This guy's such a fucking idiot. It's unreal.
AI bubble in the United States. Then this AI bubble will burst, and with it will burst as well the entire American economy, which is really a financial Ponzi scheme.
Right.
So that's a dire situation.
Oh, did this guy say that our entire economy is propped up by AI? Are you fucking for real, bro? Are you fucking? Our economy is gonna collapse because Iran is somehow like. I'm not an economist by any means. Okay. I'm not an economist. For that, you know. Maybe go talk to somebody else. Pretty sure our economy is not propped up entirely by AI, and nor do I think that Iran has any influence on our economy at all in regards to AI. What are they gonna do? Does Professor fucking retard here think that they're gonna like missile strike our AI data centers? Or that like people are gonna stop using AI because of the war in Iran? It's painful
that the Americans are facing right now.
Okay, the entire economy is a Ponzi scheme. I think that's quite overly reductive. I don't know what's going to happen with AI. They say it's a bubble. Sure, probably is. Will it pop? Sure, probably. But that's not the only thing going on in the American economy. I don't know. It's like, look, when you get into this stuff, a lot of that sounded reasonable. I mean, a lot of that just sounded like very obvious strategy of Iran in the region. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds like some kernels of truth that are being outrageously inflated. I don't know. It's kind of the best I can do here.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, sir, an Amazon data center was literally hit in the UAE. And now, of course, big tech companies, which were looking at the UAE as a major potential data center investment hub with cheap and abundant energy.
That didn't impact us at all. Did anybody notice that an dude, when an Amazon data center goes down here in the United States, guess what? The whole fucking internet collapses, right? That data center is for the Middle East. You fucking like that has nothing to do with us. We were not impacted by that at all. Oh, a fucking data center was hit in the UAE, and guess what? Nobody cared. It did not interrupt my fucking goon. Hey, did it interrupt your goon sesh? No. Did it interrupt my... I was on a 12-hour goon sesh when that fucking data center was hit. Still stroking my shit. Okay? Still stroking my shit. All right? Did anybody notice that? No? You want to know why? Because that data center is only there to supply internet services to the middle. Like, why? Like, do you know anything about, like, technology? Why would that impact any of us? Do you know what kind of fucking... If everybody was using AI, like, data centers in the UAE, do you know what the fucking latency and the ping on that would be? Are you fucking retarded? Have you ever played an online video game? Are you fucking dumb? And, like, these fucking retards think that, like, well, the internet's, like, all connected, right? So that means that, like, it traveled... I could send an email to someone in Japan and then they receive it. It's all the same. Dude...
Probably going to be rethinking that. We also wanted to talk to you about munitions. We can put this next one up here on the screen. The United States is racing to accomplish Iran mission before munitions run out. This is specifically around interceptor math.
Dude, we are not going to run out of munitions. Like, dude. Oh, again, holy cope. Holy fucking cope. Howard, dude... I gotta stop watching this, man. My cortisol really is spiking. I gotta stop watching. Like, really, honestly, this is sending my fucking cortisol through the roof. Look. I am peaking. I'm fucking peaking here. My cortisol is reaching all-time highs.
There's a famous video just from yesterday in Israel, which shows a single Iranian ballistic missile, which is being targeted by some 11 different interceptors, all of which miss. Most of those come from the United States, not to mention all of the different bases, the GCC countries that you just talked about, and the asymmetry of the cost. It's $1 million for a missile, tens of millions per interceptor in some of these cases. With these munitions running out, how does that change the global picture? So you're in China, obviously, much of the stocks in Asia of the United States are likely to have to be cannibalized if this were to go on. How's that going to affect the global picture here?
Right. So my first point is that the United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember?
Are you retarded? They're about to get $200 billion from Congress. We're not designed to fight a futuristic war. Like, oh my goy. Yeah, as if the fucking cave people are. No, that's right. Mossad is like the most sophisticated network. Oh man. I really gotta stop. My cortisol is spiking so high right now. Brother, Iran can't even build a fucking nuke, dude. Iran doesn't even have a fucking nuke. You fucking low IQ bing bong retard, dude. Holy sh... It's...
The military-industrial complex came to being after World War II, and it's designed to fight the Cold War. And the Cold War was really about muscle flexing.
Oh my gosh.
Show me this guy's balls, please.
Gold of Conquest, 91 cents.
$5. Beardson's cortisol spiking like...
Didn't go on there and call me feminine for being outraged that you're giving my goddamn money to a freak, to a degenerate, Israel first fucking homosexual. I'm feminine, fuck you. You know what's feminine?
No, my cortisol's never gonna spike like that.
Closeted homosexual around because he thinks he's
My
gonna get some
cortisol will
internet
never
clout
spike
from it.
like that.
It's fucking embarrassing. You've been doing it with Milo and his fake Christian shit forever, and we've tolerated it because we love you and we believe in you, and we fucking trying to get this thing to be where it needs to be. And it don't fucking need to be a fucking launching pad for a fucking bunch of degenerates. And you're doing it all for clout.
My cortisol
Bullshit
will
on,
never
I'm
spike
trying
like
to
this,
help
ever.
Milo become Christian, bringing fucking bullshit. You're doing it because you think he's popular on the internet. And everybody knows it. So cut the shit.
I love
You can
this. Is
forget
like
all
a
this
this is an
marketing
all-time
And,
crash
like,
out right here, dude.
Cope, fucking cope.
My favorite
You
part's coming
spent
up. My favorite part.
$20,000 that isn't yours on fucking a dinner date with an E-celebrity, dude.
Here it is.
That's what happened. That's what fucking
Wait for it. Wait for it.
And everybody fucking knows it, dude.
Wait for it.
So you can fucking just forget all this marketing shit. No one is buying that.
Wait
and
for
when
it.
I say no one, I want you to know right now, I'm talking people sitting right fucking next to you, dude, are desperate for someone to say
Come
something
on.
to you.
Come on.
Desperate.
Wait for
Please,
it.
Joe, do you want to see my fucking email inbox? What the fuck happened to him? $500 pocket constitutions and shit. I'm starting controversy like Jesus. What the fuck happened to you, dude?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
So there's me trying to keep it level. I'm furious. I'm gonna go ahead and hand the fucking Zoomers their victory. I am coping and fucking seething hard. That's the way it is. You stupid fuckers don't even realize why. You don't even fucking realize when you fucked up here.
Oh, I love it.
You
I
fucking
love
idiots.
it.
I wonder
he's-
if it's even starting to dawn on Andrew Torba yet.
He's mad about
Exactly what
Gab.
happened
He's
here,
mad
dude.
about fucking Gab of all places. He's crashing out over fucking Gab, dude. Over fucking Gab. You just don't know fucking how good we had it on Gab. Gab sucked. Gab always sucked. Nobody liked Gab. That was his place, man. That he loved fucking Gab. He loved fucking Gab, bro. He was willing to die for that shit, bro. He was willing to lay down his life for Gab. I used it for like a total of 2 hours. The funniest story that I have with Gab is one time I think I made my username something like Andrew Torba as a pedophile. I changed my name from Beardson Beardley to Andrew Torba as a pedophile, just to see if I could get banned on Gab. And then I got locked out of my account because I think I forgot my password. So I had to reach out to get my password reset while my username was Andrew Torba as a pedophile. And you know who had to respond and fill out my request because they didn't have a tech team? Andrew Torba. He had to reset my password while my name was. He literally, okay, your account at Andrew Torba is a pedophile. It was coming from his email address, and I was just like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. He had to manually handle all password. Dude, it must have been hell running that site. Those were the good old days. We had some fun. We had fun back then. We had a lot of fun back then. I was very satisfied knowing that Andrew Torba had to reset the password. You know what? Hey, credit where credit is due. That is a man committed to free speech. Credit where credit is due, chat. Credit where credit is due. Man was committed to making sure that everybody had a voice on Gab. Okay? He would not even censor people calling him a pedophile on Gab. Nor would he censor people fully doxing you and sending you death threats and saying that they were going to come to your house and kill you. But that's the price that you pay for free speech, you know? That's just kind of the price that you have to pay. And when Gab Pay finally drops, we are all using it. Baiting Torba to repost and then edit the post, dude. I know. We did that to him like 5 times. I think he reposted me once, and he reposted me, and I just like edited the post. And I was like, Andrew Torba takes 5 dicks in his ass every night or something like that, and that was just like on his page. It was awesome. It was the best. We used to honestly, honestly, it was a great site to just troll people. It was so good. You can spike people's cortisol. They're so easy. I remember when they dropped like the Gab marketplace and people were just on there selling like copies of Mein Kampf. Getting Torba to quote a post and changing it to Jar Jar Binks BDSM. Yeah. We had a lot of fun. Anyways, what the fuck was this guy saying? That we're only equipped to fight the Cold War. I think that's what he was saying, which is retarded.
About who was able to send people up into space, who was the first to get the person on the moon, who had the more.
That's what that's what the Cold War was about. The Cold War was about the fucking space race, bro. Are you retarded? Are you like absolutely retarded? Yeah, no, we were having a dick swinging contest with Russia because they were upset that we got a guy to the moon first. That's what the Cold War was about. Totally. Wasn't about the Soviet Union expanding. It wasn't about them, trying to send missiles into our backyards. No, it had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with any of that. Bay of Pigs, what's that? No, it was about the moon, dude. It was about the moon. We got to the moon first, and they were mad. It was not about the global expansion of communism. It was about the moon.
Complex missile systems.
Yeah, it's not like we've been sinking trillions and trillions of dollars into defense over the decades to develop any weapons for any purpose. I don't understand this point. The American military-industrial complex kicked ass during the Cold War, and then it stopped innovating and is not equipped. What do you mean not equipped? It's the most powerful military in the world by an enormous margin.
Yeah.
We spend so much money on defense. Defense is a bottomless pit of spending. You don't think they've got some tricks up their sleeves? What do you there's just we're not spending money on tanks and equipping boots on the ground style invasion, because that's just not what warfare is anymore. But I don't know. I don't get this. Obviously, America has enough weaponry to just blow Iran off the face of the earth, but there would be consequences for that, right? There's an axis there. China, Russia, right? There's no desire to escalate into true World War III. So all of this is a balancing act of how can we, unleash as much destruction as possible? All of this, bombing the oil fields and just poisoning the water supply and doing all this. And he said Iran's doing it too. Probably, sure. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's.
I don't know his guys, and I don't want to be mean to him. He doesn't sound like he knows a whole lot. He's not really good at speaking. He uses a lot of filler words a lot. But isn't this kind of the point that even a guy like this, no offense to this guy, who I would say is probably an average IQ kind of person. He doesn't seem like a stupid person. I'm not going to call him stupid by any means. Probably, he's probably not much smarter than me, or I'm not much smarter than him, But even people like me and this guy can debunk the most retarded shit that Professor Bing Bong is saying with just easy common sense, Anybody with a brain can look at what this retard Professor Bing Bong is saying, and it's like, yeah, I don't think Iran's gonna win the war, dog. I don't think that we stopped developing military technology after the Cold War. I think we actually escalated our military spending. I think we have an entire, like, Professor Bing Bong Seller said it earlier that there is a military industrial complex. You don't really have a military industrial complex without a military industry. You fucking moron. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you had, I would venture to guess that if there is a military industry that is a huge portion of the U.S. economy, that we would probably have some semblance of military might in which to wage war, and that we would probably be eager to use said military technology to wage war. But what do I know? I'm not a high school professor like Professor Bing Bong is. I mean, gosh, how could I ever compete with his high IQ intelligence? Because he is Chinese, and he does wear glasses, and he does have a whiteboard. So how could I ever compete with that? How can me and this guy, we're just two chuds, you know? Just two fucking bearded ass chuds here. You know, what the fuck do we know? No, you're right. We stopped developing all military technology after the Cold War.
This thing of America is going to get destroyed. I just don't see it. I don't know.
And so the entire American military strategy revolves around very sophisticated technology that costs a lot of money to build, and that's what the American air defense system is basically.
So now we do have sophisticated military technology. Like, what the fuck is this guy even saying?
And that's why we're seeing this asymmetry, as you point out, in this war, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones, and it's not sustainable in the long term. And so what we're seeing is really the puncturing of the aura of invincibility and inevitability that sustained American hegemony for the past 20 years, especially after the collapse of the Soviet Union. And
like, what are you talking about? This is how have we projected any vulnerability at all during this war? Well, they blew up a few bases. So what? That's like nothing, bro. That's a drop in the bucket. What does that even? Well, it shows that America could lose because somebody they threw a missile at the base. It's like, how are they supposed to even prevent that? Like, what are you talking about? How are we even supposed? Like, does this fucking retard think that like every military base on the planet should be equipped with a fucking iron dome? It's like fucking Halo, and they're gonna put a force field over the military base, and because we had a military base blow up, it's like, I mean, granted, and I mean this sincerely, like, we lost 13 servicemen, and that is a tragedy. That's fucking nothing, though. 13. How many of the Iranians lost? We killed the fucking Ayatollah! Like 3 times. We killed one, they appoint another one, and we blow that motherfucker up too. We'll blow him up before he even gets sworn in. Like, what do you mean? Like, and yeah, it's tragic that 13 servicemen died, but like, in a war, that's fucking nothing. That's absolutely nothing compared to us literally taking out the leader of their literally the supreme leader of their country. Are you kidding me? And let's be honest, the only people, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. That's tacky. That's tacky. I was gonna make a joke about how the only people that are mourning the losses of those 13 servicemen are car dealers who are no longer going to be able to sell them Hellcats, but that's tacky, and I would never make that joke. That's very tacky. That would have been really tacky of me. So I apologize that thought even entered my head. It is below the belt. I mean, it is sad that they lost their lives. I do legitimately feel sad about that, but I'm just trying to make light of a terrible situation here. Clearly, you know, I'm only a human being. I apologize.
This is really a reordering of not just the global economy, because this signals the collapse of the petrodollar, and with it, the entire
the collapse of the petrodollar, bro. You are so cooked. This is the collapse of the petrodollar. We just took Venezuela, which is the largest oil reserve on the planet. It's ours. The only reason that gas prices haven't stabilized is because we have not yet been able to build the infrastructure there in order to refine and extract the oil. Once the oil rigs and the refineries are up and running and in full working order, which may take a while, admittedly, but we are going to be so rich in oil. It's going to be coming out of our fucking ears. How is anybody listening to this fucking retard is beyond me.
U.S. dollar-based reserve currency system, but also the global hegemony of the United States. We're moving towards a multipolar world.
Professor, this morning, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was asked a question
These
about...
these fucking idiot talking heads too. Like, not a single one of them are pressing him on any of this stuff. It's, dude, the Goyim are just not okay, man. The Goyim are just not okay. These people are fucked in the head. This guy, really the life hack, I think, is just to be born Chinese, man. You can just do whatever the fuck you can literally just say anything, and it's like, oh, ancient Chinese secret. U.S. are going to collapse. And they're just like, wow, can you write that on a whiteboard for me? Whoa, you did. Oh, that's incredible. Whoa, it must be real. That's Kyle Kalinski's wife. She loves Nick. Oh, I'm sure. That's Kyle Kalinski's wife. I mean, I guess it tracks. I guess it tracks, but come on, dog. We can do better.
Potential ground troops in Iran. He refused to rule out that possibility. And he said, you know, oh, well, we're not going to project to you what we will or will not do, but we don't want to, you know,
That's
rule
rough.
anything out. We will do what it takes. Do you think that America will end up invading Iran from the ground, since it's already becoming relatively clear they won't be able to accomplish the goal of regime change or even regime collapse using just air power alone?
Right. So everyone says that the worst calamity that could happen in the United States is if it were to send ground troops into Iran. At the same time, the United States are committed to regime change in Iran. We've never had a precedent in history where you were able to regime change from the air alone. You need ground troops. And so, unfortunately, what's going to happen over the next few...
technically, if you want to be technical, it's already been regime change. Sort of.
months is that...
let's just be honest. It's going to happen. You know, whether you like it or not. I'm not pro regime change at all. I'm not. It's going to happen. There's nothing that you can do about it. Okay? Everyone can cry and bitch and moan on Twitter. It doesn't matter. It's inevitable at this point. The Iranian government is in shambles. Okay? Like, I hate the black pill. I don't want it to be. I'm not rooting for it to happen. It's not something that I'm happy about. I'm not happy that Israel is winning. Okay? But it's just the truth. And what the fucked up part about all of this is what I really dislike. Track records no longer matter to people. You can get on here and say this retarded shit all day, and in 6 months, like, you're going to be proven demonstrably wrong, but it won't matter. Like, people will still listen to this fucking retard, you know? Like, it won't matter. Nobody cares anymore whether you're right or wrong. Nick has an immaculate track record, right? He says one thing that's like slightly controversial and these people freak out, even though in 6 months he'll be proven 100% correct, right? Meanwhile, you have these fucking low IQ conspiracy retards who are out here saying that, remember when they were saying Hamas is going to wipe out Israel? Yeah, how did that work out? Remember that? The spirit of the Iranian fighter. Where is that spirit of the Iranian, the Palestinian fighter? Where's the spirit of the Palestinian fighter? Because it looks to me like Israel not only won in Palestine, but now they're waging war against Iran, which is a much larger foe. Granted, they have us backing them up. But nobody goes back and looks at all the fucking third worldists saying that and cheering on Palestine and says, you know what, you were totally wrong about that situation. Nobody looks at those people like, wow, you had the completely incorrect take and you were just coping and fucking seething on the timeline and writing fucking, you playing D&D, writing fan fiction, you know? You were just LARPing. Because that's all that this is. It's just like LARP. These people think like this is like, what's that book, The Secret, you know? That they've if they just speak it into existence, that's what's going to happen, you know? They think they're going to like manifest a victory for Iran, and it's foolish. Like, sorry, you're just coping. I hate to break it to you. You're wrong.
Pressure will build on America to send ground troops, especially from the GCC countries and from Israel, which are being pouted right now by the Iranians.
Predictive history, dude. And again, it's literally in this guy's name, predictive history. Like he is a predictor, that he is a crystal ball. And in 3 months, not even 6 months, in 3 months, he's going to be proven wrong. And no one's going to give him shit for it. Nobody. The fucking Goyim are just going to eat this shit up because he's a Chinese guy with a whiteboard and glasses and he talks with a funny accent. Like, oh, he must be right. Listen to the way he talks. He has ancient Chinese wisdom, you know?
So remember that if the GCC countries, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Bahrain, if they go, then the petrodollar goes with them. So the Americans need to protect these countries. And these countries are going to demand that either the Americans bribe the Iranians to cease, and this is like $5 trillion in indemnity, okay? Or send ground troops to wipe out the Iranian threat once and for all. And I know that there's no political will for ground troops to be used against Iran among the American people. But remember that 78% of American people was against initial strikes against Iran in the first place.
Right. And one of the things that really...
I don't even believe that statistic from this guy. I mean, I doubt we'll see ground troops. I doubt that things are going to escalate that much, to be honest with you. I could be wrong about that. I'm no expert on any of this stuff. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I know retro games and I know film, okay? Foreign policy, not my area of expertise, all right? But that's what's so embarrassing about this, is that I'm a fucking idiot and I still know more than this guy. I still have a better like read on what's going to happen with all of this. Cause I don't know, I read the fucking news and I'm not like delusional and I'm not a fucking, yeah, I'm not exactly here. I'm not a fucking CCP agent trying to demoralize America. Cause that's what he is. This guy is a literal CCP agent, by the way, like confirmed. Anybody that talks to this guy or promotes this guy is a literal traitor to America. And the only reason that this guy hasn't been arrested or investigated by the United States government is because he's not on U.S. soil. If this guy was on U.S. soil, he'd be fucking tried for treason.
really comes into question, I think, with all of this, sir, when we're looking at the geopolitical picture and the sacrificing in much of this from the United States on behalf of Israel, is kind of a question as to who and what wanted this. We were actually curious for your view on a disputed report here from the Washington Post. We can put it up here on the screen, F3. A push from the Saudis, Israel.
He was arrested in Canada? Was he really arrested in Canada? That doesn't shock me at all.
To attack Iran. Now, this has been internally disputed by Saudi Arabia, saying that they did not push the Trump administration to attack Iran. However, this is clearly an authorized leak from our own government, trying to at least lay some of the blame on behalf of the GCC. What do you make of this analysis and of this narrative that Saudi Arabia was also trying to be behind this push to bomb Iran?
So I've always argued that both Saudi Arabia and Israel are heavily invested in regime change in Iran. Yeah. In fact, Saudi Arabia sees Iran as much more of an existential crisis than Israel. Because remember, Israel still has nuclear
Okay, that's fucking retarded. That's fucking retarded.
weapons, and Israel is a very diverse, very sophisticated economy, whereas Saudi Arabia is completely reliant on oil. And it's always had problems with Iran because Iran is a theocracy opposed to the Saudi monarchy.
I mean, this to say that like Saudi Arabia is definitely involved, 110%. Like I don't doubt that for a second because of the economic factors. But to say that Saudi Arabia is more invested than Israel, like Israel clearly wants to eliminate their only real threat in the region. That's what that's about. They're neurotic and Jewish, and they think Iran's going to kill them, which maybe, honestly, Iran might try to kill them if left unchecked. But they saw a nuclear Iran as their greatest existential threat. Like, Israel's clearly far more invested and interested in taking out Iran than Saudi Arabia is. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Iran funds and equips the Houthis, which have been antagonistic towards Saudi Arabia for the longest time. And right now, the Saudi economy is suffering. It's been trying to pivot towards more of a tourist economy. That's why they brought in Ronaldo. That's why they're switching to e-gaming. That's why they're building something called a line, NEOM. And all these things are not working out. So they need to be able to control the oil resources of the entire Middle East if they are to survive and thrive as a nation. So I do believe that this reporting is credible, even though it does make Saudi Arabia look bad. But remember, Saudi Arabia says that they wanted peace, but they are helping the Israelis and the Americans attack Iran right now because they're allowing the Israelis and Americans to use Saudi airspace.
Holy BS, Saudi is not transitioning to a tourist economy. It's transitioning to an industrial economy. I mean, tourism is definitely a key factor in their economy. They're definitely making investments in that. But yeah, you're totally right. You're totally correct on that. Again, he's just talking out of his fucking ass, bro. The guy's a fucking idiot.
So help us understand, because it still feels to me like there's some pieces that don't totally add up. You had, in advance of this war on Iran, you had top military brass up to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying, this is a really bad idea. We are not ready for this. All the math on the interceptors that's been talked about for months at this point. And yet Trump still decided to go ahead. What is the calculus that he was making here that led him?
Because he didn't have a choice, because Israel was launching strikes. Israel informed the United States that they were launching an attack because they had to, because they thought a nuclear Iran was imminent. So we joined in. That's all that it is. Like, and just because we didn't have every single one of our ducks in a row necessarily to launch this attack doesn't mean we can't do so in a month's time. That's why there's been this slow burn. Like, oh my gosh, it's like, how are these people real? How do these people get paid to do this? That's why the Pentagon's about to get $200 billion from Congress. Like, it's painful, man. It's painful. Like, yeah, when you when you become a developed nation, you actually expand the tourism section, but that's not their goal. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you on that, Sammy, for sure. That's not their primary objective, clearly. And it's just such a stupid talking point to say. Like, I mean, there's really no, I don't even want to get into it. Oh, shit, sorry. Whoops.
To take what, already appears to be catastrophic actions.
Right, okay. So this is the key question. Why do they do this? I think there are three possibilities, okay? And I think all three possibilities are valid.
There's one possibility. Israel said, come bomb Iran for us. And
yeah,
that's what
literally.
Don't forget that Trump cares only about his personal finances, and he's been promised so much. He's been promised, resorts in New Gaza and everything. So Trump.
Okay, that's the chuddiest thing ever, dude. Like, it's not about Trump. Is not like. They're not gonna build resorts in fucking Iran, bro. Like, what? Why is everyone stupid, man? I'm not that smart. I'm really not. I'm not that smart of a guy. But like, this isn't about like Trump wants to build the resorts in Palestine and the Gaza Strip. Oh my God. How is everyone so fucking retarded? Hey, thank you, Sammy.
Gold.
Sammy Vivo just gifted 1 subscription on Kick.
Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Tyler. Yeah, it is so annoying, dude. You're so right, Tyler.
Google
Dude.
show this guy's balls, please.
106 years / show Fox News Premium subscribers
Hey.
and $30.
Thank
Hey,
you.
big guy, you're looking extra handsome today.
Thank
Buy
you.
a pack of Marlboros on me.
Thank you. I will. Well, I'll buy a pack of American Spirits, but thank you. That's about how much they cost now. So I appreciate it. I feel like I'm on Mars 75% of the time. Right, dude? It's like, because here's the thing. I'll say this about you, Tyler. You're definitely much more tapped in and informed on a lot of this stuff than I am. This is not even like particularly my strongest hobby, you know? Like I enjoy politics. I enjoy reading about it. I enjoy being informed, but it's definitely not like a passion of mine. You definitely more so than it is. So like I would say I am like not even remotely as informed as you are about this stuff, and yet like I just feel like I'm a crazy person because I barely read anything and I'm still smarter than everybody. That like who this is their whole thing. Like this is their whole thing. I am like going out and buying like fucking Sega Saturns and like checking what's dropping on the Criterion collection, you know? And that's what like that's my main shit. And I'm like DMing e-girls and shit and getting laid or whatever. Like that's what I care about. And yet still I managed to do all of that. I'm like out here watching fucking, you know, 8.5 Criterion Collection 4K, getting my dick sucked, you know, going out to bars, playing fucking retro video games, and I still managed to read the news for 20 minutes a day, and I'm still smarter than all these people, man. It's like, oh my God, it's not that it's not, this isn't about Trump building fucking resorts. It is that Israel has convinced the United States government that they are our strongest ally through both religious manipulation and blackmail. And so now we do their bidding on behalf of them. They have blackmailed all of our top politicians. They have blackmail on everyone, and the ones that they haven't managed to blackmail, they have managed to subvert through saying that Jews are God's chosen people and that Israel is the chosen land. And so these people feel like they have a religious duty to defend Israel no matter the cost. That's it. That's all that it is. It's not about Trump building fucking resorts, dude. And then I guess the third piece, which would be like lobbying an AIPAC. AIPAC being the biggest spender in American politics. It's like, it's not that hard. It's not that complicated. This isn't like, Trump wants to get the... Dude, shut the fuck up. You're dumb. These people didn't even... And again, it's like so frustrating to hear these people talk about like Joe Kent. It's like, you didn't even know who Joe Kent was 3 days ago. If I asked you who Joe Kent was 3 days ago, you'd be like... Duh. Is that like a football player? And then you're like, hey, yeah, he was a fucking CIA agent and you shouldn't trust that fucking word that's coming out of his mouth. But he said he hates Israel. Duh. Trump would never do that. It's not as if Trump is known for building resorts or anything. Yeah, no, that's why, you're right, you fucking brain dead idiot. That's why we're going to war with Iran. It's not this slavish loyalty to Israel that we have through lobbying, blackmail, and religious subversion. It's because Trump wants to make more money. That's what it is. No, that's the Occam's razor on it. No. Yeah, Trump can't build, because that's prime, the Gaza Strip, really prime real estate. I imagine once Trump builds the resorts on the Gaza Strip, all of us are going to be traveling to the Gaza Strip, are we not? Prime tourist land right there. He's going to make so much money with a resort in the Gaza Strip. Who's going to be traveling to the fucking Middle East to go to a Trump resort? There's nothing there. There's no tourist attractions. What the fuck are you talking about? The rich go to the fucking Bahamas. The rich go to like Norway. They go to the places that are beautiful, not some bombed out hellhole in the middle of a fucking sand asshole. We will build attractions. There's already attractions everywhere. Why would you go where there's no natural beauty? You fucking low IQ retard. Holy shit. You are a goyim. Get these goy away from me, dog. I'm getting a soda. Get these fucking goy away from me, dog. No, you don't get it, Beardson. They're going to build a roller coaster. They're going to build a roller coaster in the Gaza Strip. They're going to build a roller coaster. That means that's what those are the rich people going to go, and then they're going to ride the roller coaster in the Gaza Strip. Dude, rich people go skiing, and then they go to third world countries to fuck 12-year-olds, bro. Oh my goodness. They're gonna build the we're bombing Iran because they can build a roller coaster in the Gaza Strip. It's painful, man. It's fucking it's fucking they're going to build the Disney World and then the Gaza Strip, so people are going to fly 20 hours nonstop on an international flight, so that way they can go to Disney World and to Saudi Arabia. That's why we're going to war with Iran. That's why we gotta. Trump said that. Man, you're just so brain dead, dude. Just wrap it up, bro. Please, and I mean this with all sincerity. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Please, please put the fries in the bag. I'm begging you, pal. I'm begging you. Put the fries in the bag. For the love of God. I just want my Burger King. I just want my Burger King. No, you're right. It's all just because Trump wants to build a resort in the Gaza Strip. That's why we're bombing Iran. Like, what is happening, dude? What is happening? Do you guys not watch Nick's show? Do you just not watch Nick's show? Like, just watch the show and shut the fuck up, please. He is in real estate. Okay, I'm in live streaming. Does that mean I'm gonna go and like shoot Tyler Russell in the head so I can steal his audio? Hey, wait, hang on. Hang on, we might be cooking. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But that's essentially what you're saying, is because Trump is in the real estate business that he needs to bomb Iran. Tyler, I'm kidding. I only said you because you're in the chat. That's why. Then why is he so obsessed with rebuilding the East Wing? Because he is a vain person. Dude, it's not that complicated. Like, you people just don't even know. It's not that, clearly he wants to rebuild the East Wing and do the ballroom because that's like part of his legacy. Okay? Like, that's it. He's just trying to cement his legacy. But that has nothing to do with the war in Iran. Like, what fucking logical leap is that? Like, what are you talking about? And Gaza won't be part of... If this were true, then why did he... Man, you're so fucking stupid. If all of this were true, then why did the United States not join in in the fight between Palestine and Israel to wipe out Hamas. Trump literally could have used Hamas being a terrorist group as justification to go in and completely level the Gaza Strip and did not do it. We helped them. Yeah, we helped them like infiltrate missiles, dude. Like that was it. We did not go in and launch strikes ourselves. We didn't get involved. So that's nothing. Yes, that's basically not intercepting missiles. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. What are you talking about? Israel couldn't have done it without us. They absolutely could have. Are you kidding me? Hamas versus Israel. Look what happened. Look what happened like 3 days in before we even got involved. Are you kidding me? Israel leveled half the Gaza Strip before we even read the news about it. Like, you're retarded. You don't know what you're talking about. To act as if like, look, Israel is not the most powerful nation on the planet by any means, but to act as if they're not like a military powerhouse is juvenile and retarded. You mean that they couldn't handle Hamas on their own? Give me a fucking break. If they were left unchecked, they would have, the Gaza Strip, like completely without our help, would have completely wiped out. It's like, it's just retarded. It's just like so retarded. The whole world turned against Israel. We were the only allies they had. That's not even true. Again, like, what are you talking about? Saudi Arabia is still their ally. You actually just don't know anything about geopolitics or war or conflict at all. We're the only allies that Israel has? Are you fucking dense? Australia is still their ally. Saudi Arabia is still their, like, I could list off. No, they aren't, dude. A Google search. Saudi Arabia, Israel relations. Wow, look at how fast. Saudi Arabia and Israel have no formal diplomatic relations, but have engaged in creeping normalization and clandestine security cooperation, primarily driven by shared concerns over Iran. Wow, 2 seconds. Like, are you fucking retarded, dude? A quick Google search. 2 seconds. I am not arguing with you anymore. I'm going to continue to watch Professor Bing Bong and let him spike my cortisol for a minute.
He wanted to be president to get richer. That's basically all it is. That's all of his personal dealings. He's inflating.
Oh yeah, Azerbaijan too. Good point. Yeah, no, I guess Israel arming Azerbaijan and completely assisting them with annihilating all of the Christian Armenians. That was nothing to. That's not a real ally either, right? Fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up.
Of himself and his bloodline. That's literally why he wanted to be president. And Israel said we have to do this, so you have to do this. And you know, look, there's still the possibility of blackmailing over Epstein stuff. And I know a lot of people hate it when I bring this up and the idea of Epstein being Mossad and all that stuff, but I think that's a very credible connection. So anyway, Trump...
Wait, hang on. He says, oh yeah, Azerbaijan, what a great power, dummy. You literally said they had 0 allies. And I debunked you, and you're, well, they're not like super powerful. Egypt and Jordan... Germany, Italy, India, a major partner in defense. I mean, like, again, like, you're just a fucking idiot. Again, a quick Google search. India, Germany, Egypt, Jordan, Italy, the UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, Sudan. Fucking moron, dude. That's because of us. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what it's because of. The point still stands. You're fucking wrong. If we weren't in the picture, Israel would be isolated. That's not the point that you were even making. First off, retard. Again, you just keep moving the goalpost.
About money, and we'll do what Israel says. So that's it.
The first is the idea of hubris. If you look at history, this is how empires behave. So
Beardson, remember, never stress. Dude. You just keep losing, really? The only thing I'm losing is my fucking sanity reading your retarded chats that are incoherent nonsense. Yeah. I mean, again, like, let's not forget that your initial point was that Trump wanted to go to Iran. He wants to go to war with Iran so he can build fucking resorts in the Gaza Strip, which is got to be the most retarded thing I have ever read in my entire life. That's almost as retarded as Professor Bing Bong here saying that the U.S. is going to lose the war against Iran. That's almost as retarded. He literally said he would. If you think that that was his primary motivator, you're fucking retarded. You are a retard. You drool. Do you need me to come over with a napkin and wipe your mouth off from drooling? This dude... There has been saber rattling against Iran since we invaded Iraq in 2004. This has been something that's... You think now all of a sudden Trump is like, well, I can make some money off of this. Time to set everything in motion. Like, it is... I'm glad that now your cortisol's spiking because now you're yelling in the chat. I love that. I'm glad the roles have finally reversed and now your cortisol is spiking. And now I'm calm and cool and collected. Fuck you. This is what you deserve. I hope you're really mad. I hope you stay mad forever because you're a retard. You're a It's about the money. It's all... the Trump wants to do this because he wants to make money. Politicians want to make the money. Yeah, no, it clearly... Now, geopolitics are a really simple thing that you could fit on a fucking, fortune cookie. That's how it all works, right? This is why the machinations of power are in effect, because everybody just wants... They just want to make the money. You sound like fucking George Carlin, bro. You literally sound like George Carlin right now. The politicians, they only care about money. They don't care about the American people. It's a big club and you ain't in it. All they don't care about the American people. They just care about the money. Bibi Netanyahu, he only care about money. Bro, it is about regional control. It's a beard club and you ain't in it. Dude, oh, man. Oh, man. Anyways, remember, of course, if you're enjoying the content, to support the stream at powerchat.live/BeardsonBeardly and sub on Kick if you're not subbed already. And if you're already subbed, give some subs because this is amazing content and it deserves to be rewarded. I'm running out of cigarettes, dude. I'm honestly, my chest is starting to hurt because I think I've smoked so many cigarettes during this stream to try and not spike my cortisol. But you know what? One more for the road. Well, not for the road. I'm not going anywhere yet, but, one more. What's one more gonna hurt, Maybe I'll have a heart attack live on stream. Give him some money for books. He needs to read a little and become smart. Dude, I guarantee you wear cargo shorts IRL. Like, I just have a feeling you wear cargo shorts IRL and, like, Crocs. Like, you're giving me, like, landscaper who wears Crocs and cargo shorts, Okay, is that in now? I'm sorry, I did not know that that's in. I'm sorry. I wear American Eagle blue jeans like an Aryan. Okay, that's fair. American Eagle, you know what? Credit where credit's. American Eagle blue jeans are fucking sick. I can't even hate on them. I mean, I'm definitely more of a Levi's guy personally because I love the Jews, but the American Eagle jeans do go hard as fuck, honestly. I got some, I think, on a Black Friday sale. They were like buy one, get one free or some shit, or buy one, get one half off. So I got like 4 pairs for like $80 or something like that. And I'm not gonna lie, they are game changers. They're super comfortable. I love a good jean that has like a little bit of elastic in the waist, you know, like a little bit, just a little bit of give, not too much, just a little give. So that way when you sit down, you know, you don't got to unbuckle that top button. Very comfortable. They look good. I usually go with the athletic fit because I'm very athletic. You know, I don't like a skinny jean. Definitely not a skinny jean guy. I'm definitely, Tyler will be probably proud of me. I'm more of a baggy jean guy now. You know, I like a nice, not super baggy, not like out to here by any means, but like a nice, you know, like a straight leg, little bit of bag on them, you know. I've gotten a little bit pilled on those. They do look pretty good. How are we on Jinkos, by the way? Are Jinkos in? I've seen that Jinkos are back. I do kind of want to buy a pair of Jinkos just for the nostalgia. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Jinkos would go hard. I need to... They're on their way out. Damn it. Damn it. Well, actually, that works for me. Because here, the one thing I've noticed, Tyler, is because I live in like a backwater city... we're like 5 years behind on everything. So they may be going out up. Maybe that's what I just need to consult Tyler on everything. I just say, hey, tell me what's going out so I know what's about to come in down here. You know, because that's how it kind of works around here, dude. Like they're just now discovering geese down here. I found out they're just now discovering geese. So I'm getting in on the ground floor, really. You know, I have to like time it perfectly. Because what ends up happening is because I'm terminally online, I kind of get in on the fads before they hit around here. And then by the time they hit, I'm already burnt out. You know what I mean? So if I just start getting in on the fads as they're going on their way out where you live, then by the time they hit here, I'm in, dude. I'm riding high, you know? So yeah, maybe it's time to order that pair of Jinkos. By the time they get here, maybe they'll finally start to hit around here. Now, dude, nobody has fashion around here. Can I be real? Like, I mean, look at me. I'm not like a super fashionable guy by any means. I dress like a fucking lumberjack, basically 90% of the time. But this is what's in around here. Like, dude, I get so many compliments on the way I dress. I just wear like a graphic tee and a flannel shirt and some like, you know, light jeans or something. And people think I'm like hot shit. They think I'm fucking Hollywood around here, dude. Because everybody here just wears like Carhartt, you know? That's the thing. If you're wearing Carhartt, that's it. That's all you need. Carhartt and a fucking mustache, a performative male mustache, you're getting laid. You know? I do like, and don't be wrong, I like me some I definitely have me some Carhartt in the closet, you know? But I do like me some Carhartt for sure, but that's all people wear though. That's it. It's like, there's like a factory line of just like Zoomers wearing Carhartt shit, you know? And half the time it doesn't even like look good on them, you know? It's not like they're out here sourcing like vintage Carhartt shit. It's like, you bought that from fucking Dick's Sporting Goods an hour ago, you know? Hate how Carhartt became a style. I mean, I'm not pressed about it. Like, whatever. People get mad about that shit. It's like, dude... You weren't around when, like, Dickies became a thing, okay? I was rocking Dickies when I was, like, a plumber and shit, dude. And then that became, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Dickies was, like, the original Carhartt for a while. You know, like, the workwear brand that kind of became, like, a fashion thing. I don't know if Dickies are still in or not, though. I don't know. I'm not a very fashionable person, unfortunately. Yes, they're still in. Yeah. Dickies were too thin. I don't see too many Dickies anymore around here. You can get them in like Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah. I always just bought them because like I just needed something that was going to hold up and I didn't want to like mess up my like nice Levi's, you know? And it was like comfy, you know? It was like comfortable stuff, so I was a big Dickies guy for a while. Loved, you know, hey, Beardson loves him some Dickies, you know? But not in the repertoire anymore because it kind of became a thing, and I was like, I don't know if I like that. I'm not sure if I'm big on that. It's weird. We have a lot of goth people, too. Like, not even, like, hot goth chicks, just, like, goth men around here. Like, a lot of them. Like, that's just been the thing. Like, forever. Like, dudes with, like, 20 piercings and, like... The zipper pants never went out of style here. Like, they've maintained a presence here. Like, the hardcore, like, goth, like, white guy with dreads looks like he's, like, stepping out of the Matrix. That has, like, been a mainstay here where I live forever. Like, it's never left. It's such a weird place I live, man. I like it. It's fun. It's definitely a fun place to live. I was driving down just the other day, like, downtown, and I just see a black guy with a snake around his neck just walking around. Like, big-ass fucking boa. It was like a white boa or something. I don't know what kind of snake. I'm not big on snake types, but yeah, just big-ass fucking snake, and I'm just like... All right. By himself, just fucking downtown aura farming, you know? I was like, all right. Let me see your skate shoe. Dude, yeah, skate shoes were... I remember all this, like, real skaters would always, like, press me. I had an independent trucks backpack, which was... I remember, my dad was like, this is like an expensive backpack. I was like, Dad, I need it. It was like $100 or something like that. He bought it for me, though. That thing lasted me until like 2 years ago. Like, not kidding. That shit held up for like, and I took it everywhere. I took it to AFPAC 1. That was like my briefcase, you know? That thing lasted for fucking ever, dude. I put that thing through hell. But yeah, Vans, obviously. DC. I was a big DC guy. DC shoes was a big thing. I rocked a lot of DCs. I think I had a pair of Osiris at one point. Yeah, skate shoes were just like mad. I just liked them because they were mad comfortable, you know? And they looked nice, you know? They just looked nice and they were mad comfortable. I didn't really give a fuck. They're like, oh, you're not a real skater. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't card me at the skate shop when I bought them. Sorry. You know, I gave them a fake ID and said, yeah, I can do a kickflip, you know? I did, dude. Me and my cousin used to pour over the CCS catalog all the time. I was big on it. Yeah. Yeah, when I ordered my board during COVID, because I got a skateboard, because I always wanted, I never had like a pro board when I was skating. I always had like cheap Walmart ones because I was poor. And so when I finally got some money as kind of like a kid wish fulfillment thing, I ordered like a nice birdhouse deck with independent trucks, you know, and I still got it. Like, I still skate occasionally. I'm not very good, but. So we'll circle back on the soaps thing. I'll get into that. But yeah, when I ordered my board, though, I was like, yeah, I gotta order it from CCS. I owe them so much money from all the free catalogs and shit that they would send me. I probably cost them so much money, and I just never ordered anything. So I wanted to pay it back. I was like, yeah, I'll order. Soaps, though, I was into soaps. I was really fucking good. I was like, because the soap thing didn't last that long. It was like definitely a flash in the pan fad. But I was like the best kid at school at the soaps. I could do the coolest like grinds. You know, we had these cool bleachers. They're like wooden bleachers in our junior high, and they were just so perfect to grind on, and they were super long. So I would just run and I'd hop on, and I was like the only person in school that could like grind the whole thing. Like, I got enough speed where I could hit the whole first bleacher. It was awesome. And then I'd take him to the skate park, and we had this rail that was like straight, and then it angled up, and then it was higher up there. And I remember one time I was trying to like grind up it, and then I didn't get enough momentum, so I caught like halfway right here, and then I just like I pivoted around and like did a 180, and then like grinded back down. People thought that was the coolest shit they'd ever seen in their life. And I thought, clearly I thought it was the coolest shit in my life too, because I remember it. I did some cool shit, man. It was awesome. I was like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. Dude. Yeah, I loved them. Soaps were fun as fuck. They need to bring those back. They looked like shit, honestly. I mean, fashionably, they looked like shit, but that was like, I think, the thing. If they were more fashionable looking, then I think they would have like picked up a little bit more. But they kind of looked ugly, to be honest. They were kind of ugly ass shoes, but it was just cool, you know? Other kids would be like, damn, look at Beardson grind on that thing. Yeah. They did, dude. Poles and aluminum are the best cements. Yeah, cement wasn't very good. You'd have to like wax the cement to really get anything going, which I never bothered with. I was like, fuck that. We've got metal poles everywhere. So I never fucked with it really. Anyways, sorry. So I needed like a little bit of a detour, a little bit of a break from the Professor Bing Bong stuff because my cortisol was spiking so heavy.
The Mindoro kidnapping was quick, successful, and it was adrenaline rush for Trump. And that made him overconfident in the capacity of the American military. Okay?
Yeah, so that's what it was.
Hubris is a factor. And we see this throughout history. Why did Hitler invade Stalin? Because he conquered Europe really easily and he thought he was invincible, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it had something to do with this little event called Holodomor. I think that's what it was. I don't think it was like Hitler was like egotistical and he was like, yeah, I can defeat Russia. I don't think that's what it was. I think it was because they were like killing Germans en masse. I think it was because they were like enacting a genocide. I think that's kind of had what, you know, I think it was because like the Russian state had been totally captured by Jewish power. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm not much of a history buff like Professor Bing Bong here. I think it's because Hitler was like totally confident and tough and he thought he could do it.
And that led to...
That's what I'm talking. It's like talking to babies, man. You know? It's like talking... Just like... No, I mean, again, I'm not like a history buff. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. How do people listen to this guy? Like, all of this stuff is like so easily debunkable. Russia was funding and support. Yeah, literally, like, they were trying to essentially invade Germany. And I mean, like, yeah, we don't need to get into all of it. Everybody knows the facts. But they were literally planning on invading Germany, subverting its entire. They were like part of the Jewish influence in Russia was part of the total subversion of the German culture. It's like it had nothing to do with Hitler being like, I think I could beat them. I'm tough.
Destruction of the German army in the Soviet Union. So hubris is a factor. Then you have to look at internal political calculus.
Like not even Jews believe what he's saying. Like everybody knows, like it is like a fact written in history that Stalin was being aggressive towards Germany. Like everybody knows this. Like, I don't think anyone's even mad that Germany and Russia went to war with one another. Like the Jews are like, yeah, we get it, you know? They're really just mad about so I don't even know what bro's arguing about.
America does not benefit from this war against Iran. Trump himself personally benefits. Why? Because the Saudis and the Israelis are bribing him to attack Iran. Remember that the Saudis invested $2 billion in the private equity fund of Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of Donald Trump. And it's really
what's like so stupid about this too is they think that like Trump's like the president and he can just do whatever he wants. It's like, what are we doing here, dog? What are we doing? This is such a low IQ take.
Miriam Adelson have been financing Trump's political career, right? So Miriam Adelson a few months back said that she will put up $250 million if Trump were to run a third term. So Trump is getting a lot of financial and political support from the Saudis and Israelis. Also remember that if this war goes sideways and Trump is forced to use ground troops, he will probably get approval from Congress, and this will give him emergency war powers, which will allow him to influence the midterms. So Trump is thinking about a third term, and I think at the ballot box.
Oh my gosh! Now Trump. Oh my, that's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire. Trump going to send troops into Iran so he gets military powers so he can influence. What are you talking about? What is bro yapping about? What you think he's gonna like cancel the midterms Because there's boots on. If that were the case, why has no president in the history of America ever done that? Why didn't George Bush do that when we went to war with Iraq and Afghanistan? Like, what the fuck is bro yapping about? That is so idiotic and so retarded.
You probably won't get it. But if there's a war going on and you can delay elections and you have emergency war powers and people rally around the flag, then he probably will get a third term. And the last factor that is very important is the eschatological factor.
How are these people real?
He's already started spewing rhetoric to kind of massage the public into accepting that he will run again. I can't imagine that he's going to live. I don't think, can he still be alive at that point? But yeah, this is a prediction that I made. You've all heard me make many times. He is not going down at the end of this term without a fight. He will do everything in his power to hold on to power. So
dude, where are these? Do they make these people in a fucking lab? Trump's not going to go for a third term. What are you talking? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Oh my goodness, You're talking about a guy who conceded the election in 2020 when it was clearly stolen from him. What do you mean? How are these people real, bro? How are these people real?
I'm kind of surprised to be agreeing with some of this. I mean, I think that Trump is just looking out for his own personal financial interests, and that's behind much of this. And then
this is like it's just gay libertarians talking, bro. That's what it is. We're in like gay libertarian land right now, dude. How is this real, dude? How is this real?
That angle about emergency war powers, that also makes sense to me. So a lot of this makes sense to me. I'm sure that there's stuff I'm missing, that some of this is bullshit, that someone else that's more experienced with geopolitics could be calling him out on. Some of it just seems like really trivial that a lot of people would know and be able to say. The predictions are trivial and or wrong on the third one, but yeah.
If you look at the
like all of it was wrong, literally all, dude. It's like it really is just so simple. Like I don't know how many times Nick has to be proven right, Groypers have to be proven right. Everybody on our side has to be proven correct for people will just like shut the fuck up and start listening, dude. It's so simple. It's like literally 3 words. It's the Jews. Like that's it. That's all. It's not Trump wants to build a fucking resort in Gaza. It's not that he wants a third term. It's the Jews, bro.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
God of Conquest 91 sent $3 just FYI for the Crimson Desert stream. The game is 90G to buyer and then requires a 22GB update on the PS5.
Thank you. I figured as much. I'm going to try to download it like tonight, maybe. Thank you. And of course, support the stream like God of Conquest. Power Channel Live/Beardson Beardly. Send in song requests for $5 if you want to send me a nice little tune. That would be nice because my cortisol's starting to spike again. Subscribe on Kick if you're not subscribed already. Tons of subscriber benefits. It's awesome and it's the best way to support me. And give some subs if you're not, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just too black-pilled to even shill. That's how you know I'm fatigued. I have Goyim fatigue. I can't even shill correctly anymore. This is brutal. It's like, dude, it's just the Jews. Like that's it. That's all that it is. And I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm a fucking low IQ anti-Semite, but like it really is that simple. And yet there is so much like depth to saying that as well. There are so many connections. There are so many things that you can easily point to, whether it be Peter Thiel, Palantir, Tucker Carlson, Joe Kent, all of this stuff. It's like all connected. You can look at the Claremont Institute. You can look at like it's like all connected. Literally all of it, all of this is connected. And it's just them. That's it. That's why we are going to war. It is them. To quote a famous philosopher, Myron Gaines, it's them boys, okay? It's not that hard. It's not this like gay thing. Trump wants to, it's like, dude, they'll do like all of these people, like that's what I'm saying. These people are not an asset to us. Like I know it's easy to look at these people. Well, they're being critical of Israel, so they're not an asset to us. Though these people are a distraction. These people are, unfortunately, in a way, kind of our enemy because they're so stupid and they just want to distract and fill your brain with this nonsense. Trump's going to run for a third term and Trump just wants to build resort. No, dude. Israel has wanted a war with Iran for like 40 years, man. 40 years. This is not something that has just spawned into their brains overnight. This has been something that they have been working for decades. For decades. Okay? And now the stars have sort of all aligned for them where they can finally push for that. They have a president who is susceptible enough to their influence. The conditions have lined up perfectly, and now they can finally send it. And that's what it is. It's not about any of this. And even if I were to entertain the retarded idea that, well, Trump just wants to build resorts in Iran, it's like none of that even detracts from the fact that, like, ultimately the root of all of this is that Israel and the Jews want to wipe Iran off the map for their own personal benefit and their own net gain. And they're going to utilize their strategic alliance with the United States in order to do so. And they will do literally anything, This is like saying that, like, the politicians on Epstein Island, they just became politicians because they just want to fuck kids. It's like, no, you're missing the point, man. Like, everybody misses the point of this stuff. It's like, obviously, the Epstein Island stuff is bad. They were clearly blackmailing our politicians, but, like, for what purpose, for what end goal are they doing that? That's what's important. Everybody knows that, like, our politicians and elected officials are fucked up and, like, sex depraved weirdos. Okay? That's been the case in politics since fucking JFK and probably even before then, dude. Like, every elected official, some, like, weirdo fucked up sex freak. Okay? I'm sorry, it's not Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. This isn't like, gee golly, I'm going to go to the White House and change the world. It's like, no, dude, the people who are attracted to politics are like weird, fucked up sex freaks. And the same goes for Hollywood. The same goes for, like, big banking and all that stuff, man. It's like, that's just how it is, dude. Get over it. I don't know what to tell you. That's not really the problem. The problem is who is utilizing that in order to gain strategic advantage over them and to manipulate them into doing their bidding in their favor. That's the real crux of the issue. Okay? Hey, I'm sorry. I know it's like really fucked up. Oh, the poor girls. Yeah, that's fucked up and that sucks. You know what's really fucked up is that our democracy is being undermined completely by a foreign agent who's weaponizing this in order to benefit and to rape our country to death. That's the problem. That's the problem, dude. Okay? Sorry if I'm not, like, crying my fucking eyes out because a 16-year-old girl got raped on Epstein Island. That is terrible and tragic, and I'm not trying to make light of that or whatever. But you know what the real problem is that they're utilizing that to rape our fucking country, to replace white people, and to completely destroy any influence Christianity has on this once Christian nation, dude. They're literally, like, raping our country in front of us, dude. You think raping a 16-year-old is bad? Imagine raping an entire nation, and an entire economy, an entire culture, and an entire people, dude. That's the problem, I'm not trying to, like, be insensitive to it. It's terrible, but, like, nobody wants to look at the root causes of all of these things. I mean, it's just depressing, man. It really is. It's depressing. And I wish people were just a little bit smarter. I wish people were a little bit smarter. Oh shit, my bad. Clicked the wrong thing. I just wish people were a little bit smarter and wiser about this stuff. If people would just really, like, look into this stuff a little bit more seriously. And again, I say this as somebody who's like, I'm an idiot, bro. I'm a total dummy. Okay. I am. I'm a total dummy. You know, I shouldn't even be talking about any of this stuff. I'm an idiot, okay? Total retard here. But the bell curve for the right is slipped so drastically, you know, that even somebody like me standing next to a guy like Professor Jiang here, I look like a fucking genius, dude. I look like a fucking genius compared to this retard. The only thing is I'm not Chinese and I don't have a whiteboard, you know? That's the only difference. If I was Chinese and I had a whiteboard, it'd be over for this guy, okay? It'd be, this guy'd be cooked. Nicole says, I was a 16-year-old girl once. They had a lot more agency than what they're portraying. Okay, we don't need to make apologies for pedophiles, Nicole. That's fucked up. They are victims, okay? Now you're victim blaming. These people are being raped by Bill Clinton and now you're blaming them. It's their fault that they got on the plane. You're sick. Can you make yourself look Chinese and get a whiteboard for a bit? I've already done that, actually. I posted a video on my Twitter. Nicole is hardcore, dude. She don't fuck around. Straight up.
Files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies. It's clear that the world is run by these individuals who have a lot.
Fucking secret societies. Who are they? Who's the secret society? Please tell me. Is it the Frankists? Let me... This is literally what he's doing right now, bro. This is... It's not... we have a secret society of Frankists. Like, bro, no, dude. This is literally what he's doing to us right now. It's crazy. It's crazy how correct I am all the time. This has been up for like days, and it's like crazy how I just got vindicated in real time with this. In real time. People are, why do you have that white? Just wait. Okay, it's all good. I will be vindicated. Yeah, the world is run by secret societies, dude. Yeah, it's secret societies, and we just don't know who they are. Nobody knows. No, why hasn't anybody said anything? Somebody's doing it. I don't know who. Ah.
A lot of power. We don't know who they are, but they control.
Literally, we don't. Yes, we do. We do know who they are. What are you talking about? It's them boys, bro. It's like... We just have no clue, guys. We just have no clue. It's a mystery who it is, you know? And dude, at least with like Alex Jones, he'll say it's like the World Economic Forum or something, you know? I can at least tolerate that. I mean, like he's still, like you're off, you're not really landing the bullseye, but you're at least in the ballpark. You're hitting like a double, you know? You're maybe not hitting a home run, but you're, a nice walk-off double, you know? When you say like the World Economic Forum and the Chi-Coms, it's like, well, you're in the ball. This guy is like just getting hit in the head with the baseball, you know? Like he's just taking a dinger to the fucking dome. It's insane. It's fucking insane, dude. We don't know who they are. Yes, we do. We have been saying it for like 10 years. It's a mysterious group of people who run the world. Dude, you can literally just... And what's so funny is, again, he's like bringing up the Epstein pedophile thing, and it's like... And who was he doing that on behalf of? Oh, I don't really know. Oh, you don't? Was it like he's like literally pictured in a fucking IDF shirt? They literally take a picture of Epstein in an IDF t-shirt and everyone's just like, well, I just don't know who could be behind this. Wow, there's this government that controls everything that we do, and they're blackmailing all of our politicians. And their top blackmailer was pictured with an IDF t-shirt. We just don't know who it could be. Ah! Oh, man. Who could it be? Chad, I feel like these people failed to guess who the villain, like, you know, in like Scooby-Doo, where it's like there's clearly, obviously, one person that would stand to benefit the most from scaring the gang away from like the old gold mine. You know, there's clearly like one person who is like going to inherit the old gold mine with all the gold in it. But the gang is investigating it. These people watch that episode and like, oh, geez, I just have no idea who could be in the mask. I just like these people cannot even solve a fucking Scooby-Doo riddle, bro. You know? I challenge, I swear, I challenge Professor Bing Bong here. If he can correctly guess one Scooby-Doo villain 20 minutes into the episode, I will do an entire stream fundraiser for him. Straight up. If he can watch one episode of Scooby-Doo and guess who the guy in the mask is, he'll get a whole stream's worth of revenue. KCIP and everything. The whole shebang. I'll do a 24-hour stream in Professor Jiang's honor if he could guess the villain of a Scooby-Doo episode. Straight up. Is it? I mean, I'm not being too harsh, right? I'm not being too. This is crazy.
The military, they control the national security apparatus, and these people, there are different names for these people. You can call them like Illuminati, and the Illuminati are composed of 3 major groups.
Bro, you can't even say Illuminati, dude. You can't even fucking say the word Illuminati. Gee, I wonder who could be in this secret society. I wonder who could be. Gosh, it just 100% of an AIPAC endorsed Democratic candidates have won their primary race in 2024. That's crazy. I wonder who it could be. I just wonder. I wonder who's running everything. It's not as if they have fucking names on this website as to who they are. An AIPAC endorsed candidate has won in every district, 322 races where an endorsee was on the ballot. Gee, I wonder. I don't know. It's a fucking secret, isn't it? It's a real big fucking Scooby-Doo ass mystery as to who's controlling the world, isn't it not? I couldn't figure it out. It must be the Illuminati, I think. The Illuminati.
Okay, you have the Jesuits who control the Vatican. You have the Septine Frankists, which control the modern state of Israel today. And you have the Freemasons, which control the national security apparatus.
It's the Freemasons, you guys. No, it's the Freemasons. They're the ones that run the national. It's those guys. You know, it's like your fat plumber that, you know, goes to the funny looking building in the middle of town, and that's who's running the national security apparatus, bro. That's who it is. No. It's your fucking plumber, dude. It's Dalton. Dalton Clodfelter runs our national security apparatus, bro. It's Dalton, it's Kai, it's Jimbo. That's who's behind it all. God, you gotta get these people away from me, dog. The Goyim they're not okay. The Goyim are just, they are not okay, dude. I'm trying to like be patient with them. I've had so many run-ins with the Goyim today that my patience is really at its limit, dude.
Of the United States. And they believe that Israel, this war in the Middle East, is key to the end times in creating heaven on earth. So it's almost like a script that they're following.
Wait.
It doesn't make any geopolitical. The Illuminati are composed of three major groups, okay? You have the Jesuits, who control the Vatican. You have the Sephardim Frankists, which control the modern state of Israel today. Yeah. You have the Freemasons, which control the national security apparatus of the United States. And they believe that Israel, this war in the Middle East, is key to the end times in creating heaven on earth.
That's the Jews, you fucking retard. The Jews think that, not the fucking Freemasons. Does this guy fucking know anything? Oh my goodness. That is, I'm gonna have an aneurysm, dude. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I can't do this anymore, chat. I'm actually like speechless by how fucking retarded this guy is, dude. Literally what he just described is the actual open and religious Jewish belief that this is their religion that you can openly read about. It's not a secret. And he's saying it's the Freemasons. Like, we gotta be joking, dog. Like, there's no way.
So it's almost like a script that they're following, even though it doesn't make any geopolitical sense, okay?
Okay, now we finally got into some crazy... I'm sorry, once you start throwing out Illuminati and Freemasons and this kind of shit, you can kind of be discredited. Look, yes, there are very powerful people with undue control over the global apparatus. That's true. And there are some extremely powerful, insane, super religious people that buy into this end times shit. I'm sure there's not none. There's some of them. But the idea that all of the strings being pulled behind this game of Risk have to do with end times, scriptural, apocalyptic.
That is literally Israel's national policy, dude. Israel's national policy is predicated on Jewish religious belief, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Like, both of these people are retarded now. Like, I can't. I'm surrounded. I'm just surrounded by retardation everywhere I go.
Come on, man. Everyone's just trying to gain
Show me
power.
this guy's balls, please.
Swag sent $5, bro. Thank you so much. How do I lay pipe just like you, King?
So true. Thank you for the 5. This is literally from a Jewish organization, First Fruits of Zion. This was like last year, by the way. Also, I can't help you on laying pipe like me, dude. It's like, nobody doesn't like Beardson, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Nobody lays pipe like Beardson does. again, it's like, dude, the restoration of the temple and Levitical sacrificial system is a core belief in religious Judaism. It's the heart of the eschatological expectation and on the pages of every prayer service. The Temple Institute, I mean, again, it's like, just like a quick Google search of this stuff. It's like, it's not hard to look it up, dude. It is the Jewish state of Israel. You mean to tell me that, like, they're like a non-religious state that doesn't believe this stuff? Like, how do these people live? How do these people live? I don't.
Or wealth and power. That's it. I mean, you know, they can use religion to get to rally public opinion to the cause. That's always been the case. But yeah,
brother, they think that if they bring about the building of the third temple, that they will rule the world. That what is more powerful than that? Is this guy like an atheist or something, dude? It's like, I just can't, you can't argue with these people, these atheists, you know? Like, you can't. Like, this guy's got to be like a fucking atheist, you know? Just like some, I'm so enlightened and smart. And clearly nobody else has like strong religious convictions, and they would never want to gain political power in order to achieve said goals. You know, it's like, gotta be, he's just gotta be an atheist, you know?
it's just super rich and powerful people trying to get more richer and more powerfuler. Is most of it anyway. So yeah, I don't know. Freemasons, come on, man. This is.
He said he wants to create his own religion, so he isn't an atheist. So he is an atheist. That's crazy. Clocked.
Ridiculous.
Okay, so I would say that these three are the best reasons why this is happening.
Clocked instantly.
Well, sir, I hope you come back. This was very informative, I think, for both of us. We deeply appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, if you like that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below.
I
It
don't,
really helps
and
get
I
the show
won't.
to more people.
And if you'd like to get the full show.
I don't give a shit. Okay, so yeah, that was. I just had to get through that one because that's the one that popped off.
All right. I can't watch any more of this. I can't. My cortisol levels are through the roof, you know.